How do you keep yourself from losing hope when you deal with stuff like that? Because sometimes I almost feel like even when I started this channel, um, my first two videos were the first one was the importance of honesty, which is huge with me. And in a world of dishonesty, I realize I'm fighting against the wind. And then the second one is the golden rule, my two philosophies in life. Those videos have next to no views. So as time went along, I sort of, well, what do I do to get people to watch my platform? So we do more funny videos and so on, but I still try to interweave my messages in between there. But sometimes it's hard to not lose sort of hope and sort of that drive to be like, yeah, let me continue to try to show people some of these things that I've learned that may help them. When you're dealing with being on that level and sort of people are in maybe 3 levels, 4 or 5 levels below where your knowledge base is at, how do you stay motivated to keep still trying to reach them?
Well, so kind of like I was saying is like it helped me to stop trying to help them. You understand? So like as a coach, automatically when somebody comes to me and the minute we start talking, I can already tell if you could work with me or not. Because I can't serve a certain level. At a certain level, you will not find value. That's why, in the coaching world, the amount of money people pay you has nothing to do with the money. It has everything to do with results. If I think about it, if you pay $70,000 for a car, you're probably going to value that car a lot more than the car you paid $700 for, right or wrong.
Absolutely true.
So with coaches, we know that if I charge $10,000 for this program, people who are at that level, who understand that level of investment and believe in me and the value that I put out, they're going to pay it, eyes closed, right? If Oprah said, hey, listen, you can sit down with me, but in order to sit down with me, I'll give you all the knowledge you need. I'll teach you how to run your business. I'll give you the blueprint. You got 20 minutes. You're like, all right, well, how much is that 20 minutes? She's like, $20 million. No brainer, because you're like, she's Oprah. Right?
Okay.
She's created a sense of value. So with you creating a sense of value, you can't, for me, I don't, I've left the realm of, I'm not Superwoman. So I have to just speak my truth, and I have to just keep vibrating higher and higher and higher, because when you vibrate higher, you become the light, literally. So just like a bug, people gravitate to you, and they're just like, oh my God, you're so cool. I just love your vibe. You just have this energy. And you're like, yeah, because I work on it every day, like this is a thing, but it's like, I think there's a part of us that has to release. I think the hope part becomes, we feel really bad. We begin to feel bad. And to me, I used to feel bad for all the people I couldn't help. And I've had coaches that are like that. Like, I feel so bad because there's all these people I can't help. And it's like, no, you create free content. Like the highest tier of my business model is being able to get one-on-one coaching with me. If I'm talking about some real stuff for free on Facebook, I've just coached you for free. I've given you value. So it's understanding your value and knowing that you're putting out that vibration anyways. And I had to let go of knowing that there are some levels that cannot get what I'm talking about, because the density of what they have to go through to interpret and integrate what I'm saying is too much. At a human level, at a God level, they get it. That's why quote pages have the most likes. If I was just a quote page, boom, I would be booming, but I'm not. That's why the good quote has 3 million followers, because that tells me at a soul level, you get it. At a human level, you don't. Why don't you? Because the levels that you have to go through to interpret that, you have to change your habits. You have to read more books. You have to get around more people that are saying the same thing. If you just see Ebony on Facebook whenever she goes live, and she's your only form of knowledge base. All your friends around you do ratchet stuff. All the people around you, maybe they don't do ratchet stuff and they're just unaware. They don't really care. Everybody goes home. They work from 9 to 5. They go home. They eat their chips. They eat their meal. They sit down. They have shallow conversations about nothing and no one or people. They have levels of lenses that they have to go through. Like they might have on 10 pair of glasses that they have to begin taking off in order to see you at level 10. You're at level 10, but you got on like 1 pair of glasses. Imagine wearing 10 pairs of glasses and you have to take off unworthiness. You have to take off, I don't care what other people think. I'm going to take off tragedy. I'm going to take, like, there's people who think the world is a bad place to live. They think that all we're meant to do is to work and die. All we're meant to do is live the American dream, which is you grow up in a great home, you go to school, that's great. You go to college, that's great. You have a family, that's great. You buy a house, that's great. You buy a car, that's great. Get a little bit of money, travel a little bit, you know, hang out with your friends, go to the golf course, like go to the pub every once in a blue. And it's like, that doesn't touch the soul level of why we're here. Right? Because what it does is it doesn't involve other people. It doesn't involve elevating other people. It doesn't involve giving back in any way. And even for those who give back a little bit, you know, it's just the depth of who we are created to be is so, I mean, like who we are meant to be is just so deep that it takes a lot of understanding to move in that strength, that light, that vision. You know, so I feel like you can never lose hope because you're not meant to help everyone.
Right. Absolutely.
But if you help someone, and to me, I get messages that keep me going. I get signs that keep me going. And to me, I've had to release that want to just help everybody because you can't help people who don't want to be helped, you know, and if you have a truth and you are inspired to do what you do, then there's a greater vision that you can't even see.
Right.
And the minute you give up and you lose hope, you'll never manifest that vision because your podcast could eventually turn into something way bigger than you ever conceptualized. And you can't see that vision. You're not meant to see that vision. It's kind of like, who was that? Martin Luther King who said that? Like, you don't have to see the whole staircase, but you need to walk. You need to move, right? So to me, that's why we shouldn't lose hope is because you can't help everybody. And that's just, it's not a bad thing. It's just the way that it is. And some people don't want to be helped. And it's draining to, if you were at the top and you decided to go all the way to the ground floor, like, I'm going to help everybody come back, you'd never make it back up.
Yeah. Wow.
You would never make it back up because the depth of where they're at, they're encumbered with so many different lenses that they would pretty much either talk you into staying there because they need so much help, or you'd be like, F this, like, y'all figure that shit out on your own because I don't have the energy and I'm going to be depleted giving to something that's just going to drain my life force. And that's what I feel like the levels are. And it's not a judgment thing. I think we judge levels. That's why I look at the building as, and I always say we all have access to the elevator. So when you understand that, you can't lose hope because if the people beneath, you're not judging them, they're not beneath you because they're less than, they're beneath you because they're choosing not to know more. They're choosing not to seek. They're choosing not to follow their own breadcrumbs, their own inklings, and that's not your problem. You followed yours, and the more you elevate, now you're going to get around people who are elevating you and bringing you up to higher levels. So it's just like a domino effect. It's like you need to rise, not to keep losing hope because you're looking at the people beneath you, but you're like, damn, I wonder about all those people who are up there. Like, what are they doing? I want to go to those parties up there. I want to know what they know so that I can feel more whole, so I can feel more free, right? We're in bondage financially because many of us are, when you are, poverty mindset is a place and a mindset. Because when you're physically there, you have no money to pay the bills. It's really hard to practice the law of attraction in a positive way. I'll say that, you know, and I've been through all those things and it's challenging, you know, but when you're in those circumstances and you know enough and you say, God is my instant supply, my needs are met, and you just keep repeating it, you come up with your own mantras and you're like, nope, this is not real. I can really think my way through that, and that this is a possibility, that I am given the power to think and create thoughts that create things. Then you change the game in your own life. When you begin to see that, you're like, oh my God, this magical stuff really works. Jay-Z said it. Yeah. He said it in one of his raps. This magical stuff really works. Alhamdulillah. I pray to them all, right? So it's like they all get it. All the celebrities, most of them all get it.
Yeah, they understand something that a lot of us don't.
I mean, they understand a whole lot of other stuff that I really don't want to know either. However, it just, you just got to keep going. And you're like, because you have people who are going to reach you. You have people you're going to reach. But I just want to keep joining the parties. And if you didn't jump on the elevator that you have access to too, I feel bad for you, son. I got 95 problems with the elevator.
Man, you are flowing. You are flowing. Please search on YouTube for Just a Thought Vlog and follow us on social media.